Hi, everyone. Oh, that's fabulous. I am getting to show up early with me plugging my phone in and stuff. Yay. Uh, yay, YouTube. Okay. Hi, and welcome to the BL Week in Review live on the BL Express YouTube channel. I am your host, BL Songbird, and welcome. Margaret, I think I haven't seen you on here before. Welcome. I hope you enjoy our chat this evening. All right. How's everybody's week going? I feel like I am still a little in shock after having been in LA for the weekend. So, anyway, a little bit about the format of this show. I guess it's starting to turn into a show and not so much alive, huh? It's been going on weekly for a while now. It's feeling a little bit more like a show. Interesting. Okay. A little bit more about this show. It's like a live Q&A format with audience participation. So be sure to join the chat. Um, all new viewers, welcome. Don't be shy. Everybody's super nice, and I feel like that is a part of the joy of this program is joining the chat. Some people say they like watching it later. I've had some lovely compli- compliments about all of that. But yeah, join in the chat if you're feeling brave today, and let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to chat about and kind of debrief on was my weekend adventure. I don't know. Okay. All right. I don't even know if I should tell it like a story, if I should just tell the highlights. Okay. All right. First of all, did anybody else go to the fan meeting this weekend? I know I put a shout out on social media because I was hoping that we could all chat about it a little bit in the same space at the same time today. So if you joined the fan meeting this weekend, go ahead and let me know in the chat. And while you're at it, what was your top highlight of the weekend if you happen to have gone to the fan meeting? For me, my top highlights, well, okay, so I guess first was the fact that I happened to be staying in the same hotel as the production, including the actors. So I saw Mix, I saw Chris. Actually, those are the only two I saw. I saw Chris' manager. Like, you just happen to run into random people via the hotel I was staying at. And, like, how fortuitous is that, right? Like, who'd have thought it? And actually, like, running into them here or there made me less freaked out at the actual fan meeting. I got like benefits for both shows, so that meant going and interacting a little bit with the actors. Who here has been to a fan meeting before? If you've been to a fan meeting before, you'll kind of have an idea what I'm talking about. But if not, I think I'll just give you a rundown of what like a fan meeting is like. Um, it's different than a concert, and maybe you've seen them online before, maybe not. But there are songs. Every single one that I've been to has done music because the actors maybe sing the OSTs for the shows they've been in and those kinds of things. And so there's oftentimes songs, and there are games. Sometimes, well, actually, Yeah, I'm going to say sometimes because it hasn't happened at each fan meeting, but sometimes they'll have like a board available before the show that you can put questions on, and they'll pick some of those questions on the stage. Sometimes they'll draw your number out of a hat and you'll get to go do something fun with the actors. It's like a random privilege, if you will. Um, at these fan meetings, they had a few fun things. They had songs. Each pair did one, two, four songs, two as a duo, and then two as like their individual solo songs. And then they had a really fun game where they played rock paper scissors with the audience. So it was the actor versus the audience, and then last man standing won a prize. And at this fan meeting, that prize happened to be getting to stand about, I don't know, super close. I feel like they must have been standing like 5 feet apart, and staring directly into each other's eyes. So a few lucky fans got to stare at the actor directly in the eyes for like 10 seconds, which, that made everybody a hot, blushy mess. Um, and then the first fan meeting was cute because they did do a random draw, and the audience, three audience members got to go up on stage and do another interaction with the artists. And then they have something called high touch, which I think they have in K-pop concerts. um, I think K-pop concerts have similar benefits. So you get to go up and like essentially, well, touch the artist's hand. Some artists are shy. Mix was lovely. Earth just smiled at everybody, but he was looking at everybody. He just smiled, and Mix was the one who was like, "Nice to meet you," right? And then Chris and Cincto were both just right up in your face and like practically shaking your hand, or if you wanted to do a fist bump or whatever. But they were just like leaning over the table and all up in everybody's face, which honestly, they were very friendly and very lovely. And then there's a photo session, which I think is also at K-pop concerts. They have like different levels: 10 to 2, 5 to 2, 1 to 2. I did 10 to 2, and then I did for Earth Mix, and then I did 5 to 2 for Kristen Cincto because, well, Chris and Cincto, Sodas was the first series I watched. uh, if you're brand new to BL, Sodas is not the first Thai BL series. It's like, I think it was the second series, mind you, not movies, because they had movies before that, but it was the second series, but it's the first one that got internationally popular. And so we have I was willing to pay a little bit more for that. That part is paid for, so that part depends on how much you're willing to spend on a ticket. um, but yeah, okay, so there's a rundown of what a fan meeting is like and how it's a little different than a concert, right? There's a lot of teasing. Kristen Sainto I think both groups actually, they both kind of broke the fifth wall, and I mean, we talk to them, right? People yell out from the audience all the time. You don't expect them to talk back, try to figure out what you said, ask you again what you said, and make a whole big deal out of it. But it's a little different when that happens, right? So that was pretty fun. Kristen's like Earth and Mix had this really shy, nervous vibe going on. Like they were shaky. They got a little teary eyed at the fan. Like fans do a little slideshow at the end for every fan meeting where they like thank the artists, and then those two got a little teary eyed over that. But I think it was a combination of gratefulness and nerves almost. It seemed very authentic. And then Chris and Cincto are just okay. So if you don't follow them or don't know much about them, they have done. I think one fan's keeping track, and I think they're on. I think this was like 51. Was their 51st fan meeting, and so that experience showed. And they were just confident, and I don't know, those two are absolutely hilarious. Just I got a little teary eyed just from laughing so hard. They are really funny. They have the timing down. They know how to play off of each other. They know how to play off of the audience. And they're just really comfortable in their own skin and really comfortable with the audience too. And so, like, watching them was really fun. Um, so yeah, it's completely different vibes, right, for the two shows. But both of them were lovely in their own ways. And I have to give a shout out for the organization of the two meetings because they were excellently organized. If you want to watch, I know Kristen Cincto's fan meeting was filmed in whole because one of their main filmographers, if you will, fan filmographers, was in the audience from Thailand, and they're at Celebratism, and they have the whole entire fan meeting on YouTube for anybody to watch. Which Chris and Cincto just have quite the team, right? I think all of their fan meetings have been filmed in their entirety, and you can go watch them. It's kind of crazy. That's a lot of content, by the way, and like a good little chunk of them are actually translated too, because that's how nice those fans are. So anyway, okay, sidetracked. That was the fan meeting. Um, Super fun, super funny. I posted some of my favorite moments on social media, on threads, actually everywhere. Those went everywhere, so you can find them on any of my social media sites. Chris Chris was really funny because after a game, Cincto lost, and he had to get a punishment, and the punishment hadn't been pre-designed. So Chris asked if he could get the punishment, and Cincto's punishment was to tell Chris, explain to Chris how much he loved him, and Chris seems to be milking that for all it's worth. He does it at every show lately. Probably because Sing up until now up until this year, has been kind of unwilling to explain or go there or say those kinds of things on stage. And so now that he is, he's just out to brag to the world, I suppose. So that was that was fairly entertaining. The music, what everybody did so well singing live. I was impressed. Chris has a huge voice. Earth sang really, really well too. Yeah, and Cincto has a really soft and lovely voice, and then Mix, you could hear the nerves a little bit, but he was also like really when he and Earth were singing together, they were really engaged with each other, and that was pretty fun. Um, okay, so yeah, that was my experience, and I think I've let the chat get away with me, so I'm going to go ahead and check out what some of you guys have to say about all of this. And I don't know how far up I'll go, but let's see. Pammy, good to see you. I'm glad you are able to join. Um, Dinner is excellent. KT, that's interesting that you've gone to Thailand for fan meetings. That's awesome. I would love to go to a Thai fan meeting one day. The GMMTV people were all warm and compassionate. It was cool. Yes. Yeah, that is one thing. This show was hosted by someone over here, but mostly run by the GMMTV crew, and they were pretty on it. They knew what they were doing. This fan meeting was the best organized that I've been to. Yep, more like 2 feet apart. Okay, that's fair. That was referring to the eye contact bit. I would hate that. I would die. Oh my gosh, Katie. I would just die at the spot if I had to do that. Yeah, those people who were on stage freaked out just a little bit. I went to first date fan meeting in New York and it was organized good. That's cool, Margaret. I bet that was really fun. I think I saw pictures for that. You guys did more than just meet in a hall, right? You actually went out and did something. I became a fan of Chris. Awesome, Valerie. Yeah, I figured Earth would be a little bit more shy, true. And Syncto because of their ease with all the fans. That's awesome, Valerie. Chris is lovely. Um, if I was in the US, I would have paid for the VIP for sure. Okay. Yeah, I was one step below VIP. I don't know. I was thinking if I'd have the courage to do the 2-to-1 photo, Katie, and I was not sure I would make it. Fan project. Pammy, yeah, they put out calls on social media every fan meeting for the fan club to send in messages that they then display on a slideshow for the two actors or actor to read. So it's pretty cool. Only 51 legit. I thought it would be more. That's fan meetings. That does not include the top spender events, which feel a little bit like fan meetings. That doesn't include the mall events that they've done. Um, Pretty sure that didn't include the concerts that they've done, those kinds of things. That is just fan meetings. Krishna, good to see you too. Glad you could make it. Chris and Syncto are such different personalities, but figured out a way to work so well together. Very true. I have done one in person fan meeting and multiple online fan meetings. Those are fun. Hey, does anyone know about Captivated by You anime? I need info about it. Okay, that is a good question. I don't because I handle the live end side of things, but perhaps somebody in the chat is aware about what's going on with that and can help you out, Nana. By the way, welcome. Nice to meet you. Um, Another new face. I love it. It's fabulous. Okay. Wow. That took 20 minutes. I guess I went on and on. Anyway, okay. Let's move forward, guys. Just a reminder, from here on out, we're going to be talking about the BL series this week. I only have the live action, but some people have the short form series that they follow. Some people have maybe somebody has anime. If you'd like me to start figuring out the anime side of things, more than one person does, let me know in the comments, and I will see if I can find a way to make that happen. I think I do know somebody who's into the anime, so I can ask them if I need to. Yeah? Okay. Let's see. So, on to the week in review. We will have a spoiler section at the end. And at that point, you guys can go ahead and spoil away. Until that point, this is a spoil free zone. So, oh, you got to meet Pun? That's amazing. He's pretty awesome. I agree, actually. All right. So, the week in review, live action version, because that's all I have right now. If you'd like more, let me know. Um, we're going to start with new series that started this week. I've got my list. If I'm missing any, feel free to throw them out and throw them out. That is funny, Maida. Feel free to let me know in the chat and I'll go ahead and mention them out loud. So, the first new series is called Mandate. Mandate is a Thai BL that is on a streaming platform called Monomax. That is the only legal streaming platform as of right now. It's airing on Fridays. I have not watched it because it's on Monomax, and that is a subscription platform that I was unwilling to pay for. However, as far as I'm aware, they have made it available for international viewers, and they have, as of now, added subtitles to episode 1. So, if you are a very, very large fan of Ben or something like that, Ben from Step by Step, and you want to watch Mandate, that is where you will find it. Or, you know, find it in one of the places where you can that's not legal, but I don't ever say those because I like to support legal streaming platforms myself. That's just kind of how it is. I very, very rarely will watch something not on a legal streaming platform. And I just have my fingers crossed that they added to another platform besides Monomax eventually. Um, the next one is titled You Don't Know. It started last Saturday. It is a Myanmar BL, and it is on YouTube. So when you're looking on YouTube, I've noticed the best way to find a series is to type in the title as I've said it out loud. So this time it would be You Don't Know, and then add BL afterwards. So if you type in You Don't Know and then add BL afterwards, that title will oftentimes pop up, especially if you watch a lot of BL on YouTube already and your algorithm is just kind of designed to go that way. So that is that. So that's on Saturdays. Little company, little show. Myanmar doesn't have a large industry at the moment, but it's nice that they have something, right? At least I think it is. Let's see. I haven't started Mandate yet, but I found copies of the episodes online and will watch them at some point. Okay. KT knows where to find the episodes. There is the answer to that one. So they are available somewhere. Okay. The next one that started, it also seems to air on Sundays. Oh, the Myanmar one, not on Saturdays, Sundays instead. Okay. Good to know. Very good to know. All right, so the next one is called Love in the Moonlight. The information has been a little bit unclear. According to like the source from the production company, it was supposed to be airing on Mondays and Tuesdays online. But Gaga Ulala seems to only be airing it on Tuesdays. Now, maybe somebody knows if they release 2 episodes at once. I haven't checked it out yet because I have didn't watch any BL over the weekend and I have a lot to catch up on. But it's on the list because it looks really good. So that is actually, it seems to be Love in the Moonlight seems to be on Tuesdays on Gaga Ooh La La, and I am excited about it. It is kind of a, what would you call it? Royalty BL. We'll put it in that area. They will at least release the next episode tomorrow. Okay. And then also says that You Don't Know is on Saturdays and Sundays. So that's good to know. That's 2 episodes a week, too. The next one is titled Hot Brother Next Door. It's from Vietnam. It's also on YouTube. Look at all these shows on YouTube. That makes me happy. And that one is, I didn't write it down, but that one I believe is airing on Tuesdays. Why didn't I write it down? Anyway, it's on YouTube. I believe it's airing on Tuesdays. Again, Hot Brother Next Door BL. And you should hunt it up really easily. Or if you guys are feeling adventurous, I do have a Patreon account, and part of that is a Discord server. And if you joined me on Patreon and joined my Discord server, you will find links to all these new releases that you can just click on and be there. So that's kind of cool. So there's my Patreon plug for the day. I remembered. See, guys, I'm getting better at it. Promoting myself is hard, but there you go. Hot Brother aired today. Ceresia, thank you. Good to see you. I'm glad everybody was able to join today. I saw somebody on Blue Sky saying there was I think maybe it's a K-pop concert tonight. I was wondering how many people were like maybe live streaming that. Okay. So that's the oh wait, there's more at the bottom. Okay. 2 more. Takumi Kun. I guess it's a whole when I looked up Takumi Kun on my drama list, which is the go-to place to find Asian dramas, I discovered it's a whole franchise and there are movies and all sorts of things. But this is a series of, it looks like 8 episodes. It is a Japanese BL, if the title didn't give that away. And it's going to be on Gaga Ulala, starting this next Saturday or Sunday. Sunday, if you are on the other side of the world. Saturday, if you happen to be in the United States, because Japanese BLs tend to release at interesting hours. And Katie, yes, Hot Brother Next Door is an absolutely hilarious title. I don't know if the show's as hilarious, but the title is funny. Another one that is oh, okay, I got mixed up. Katorka. So sorry, guys. I was talking about the series that are already airing, and now I'm talking about upcoming series. I apologize. Okay, Takumi-kun is upcoming. It's starting this weekend. It hasn't started yet. I'm sorry if I confused everybody. Oh my goodness, now I'm blushing. Okay. Anyway, Takumi-kun is coming this weekend. Just announced today that Gaga Ulala will have it. So yay. So that'll be really fun. I hope that I don't have to have seen them. I hope that I won't have to have seen the movies first. That would be sad. I'd be very sad if I had to have seen the movies first. But yeah, let's enjoy that this weekend. The next one that's coming up, we are on upcoming series. Okay, the next one that's coming up is That Summer, on Friday, the 19th, and that is a Thai BL, and it, as far as I know, will be on YouTube. It's GMM TV. It is Winnie and Satang for those who love GMM TV. Everybody was ridiculously excited to see that they're getting the lead in their first series. And so, yeah, that'll be really fun. What's the title again? They will at least release. Okay. All right, all right. Yay, that summer. I look forward to it. I do too. They do have episode 0 out, so if you guys like seeing behind the scenes before the show airs, it's out. But sometimes GMM TV's behind the scenes episode 0 has a lot of spoilers and not just a few. So, if you don't like spoilers, you might skip that and watch it after the series instead of before, but it is out. Um, so yay, Thai BL on Friday. Okay, so for those who are like, huh? Maybe don't know GMM TV, maybe are new to BL, all of the things. GMM TV is Thailand's major BL producer. That is the fan meeting that was in the United States this week. And Winnie and Satang have only had side roles so far in various dramas, so this is their first lead role. And this particular story, if I were to sum it up in one sentence, at least without any spoilers, it would be another royalty BL. Yep. And it happened that summer. So, a royalty BL that happened that summer. Spoiler free. Love it. Okay. The next one that's coming up. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I feel like I'm running out of air. Let me have a drink of water, guys. Okay. The next one coming up on Thursday the 18th. I am running out of order this week, by the way. Sorry, guys. Yep. Okay. On Thursday the 18th on IGE and on Gaga Ulala in some places. Um, and actually, IGE, I don't know if that's everywhere either. So it's either on Gaga Ulala or IGE, is a Korean BL titled My Secret Vampire. So we already have one vampire happening. Revamp is airing on Saturdays, right? So here's vampire story number 2 from Korea. The little preview that is out on IGE gives no details away. 0. So I watched it. I was like, it's about vampires. That's all I can give you. I have no idea other than that. So, but still, it's going to be available in all the places. And yeah, My Secret Vampire. The Last Night is also coming this week on Thursday. The Last Night is a Thai BL again. Guys, I do try to hunt them all down. I swear. I swear these are just Thailand has that many series. Thailand has gone BL crazy. So the last night is a part of a larger project titled For Destiny Project, and it is a 9NAABL. That's the production house, and it is going to be probably. I know for sure it's on View Thailand. As far night as in without a K. The last night just NIGHT. The first one, Valerie. It is a ghost story as far as I can tell. So, um, ghost stories in my experience don't necessarily have happy endings. I actually have no idea, but like that's just been my experience in ghost stories. Um, And the last 9NAA production was on Gaga Ulala, but they just have 2 days to announce it. So I really have no idea. I've also seen their productions on YouTube, normally cut, but this one might not be quite as NC explicit plus 18. Just FYI, their series tend to be. That is actually good information for you guys. Their series tends to be adult only kinds of series. This one, the preview didn't make it seem as such, but there might be at least one spicy scene, so that's just a heads up. Um, Check for it on YouTube on Thursday, or again, once I know, I'll post it in my Discord server. So if you follow me, you'll get the information when I get it on Patreon, of course, not on social media necessarily. I don't tend to post new series announcements on social media because I feel like there are enough people doing that, and I also announce them here. But I do give that as a perk for Patreon. So Gaga sometimes announces hours before showtime, so I'm still hoping they will have it. Yeah, me too, because it actually the preview makes it seem like maybe their best production ever. Anybody who watched seasons of Love and Shamani, it's the same actors, same main actors. So, except very, very different roles. So I'm kind of excited to see them try something new, to be honest. I have my fingers crossed. Whew. Okay. Another one on Friday the 19th. It's a show titled Never Ending Story. It's another Korean BL, but it's one of those 10-minute episode BLs. On Love Memory YouTube channel. So, KBL Love Memory YouTube channel. If you guys have watched shows on there before, you know that episodes are about 10 minutes each, and there tend to be like anywhere between 4 and 8 episodes per show. So, yeah, I don't particularly watch those, but other people in here do, and they always, when I announce that one is ended, they always give their opinion on whether we should watch it or not. So I just let you know now. I appreciate you. All right, we got them all. That was a lot. Are there any that you are particularly excited about? I saw that summer from Katie, and for me, it's also that summer because I'm a GMMTV girly. I'm excited to see Neo in a show. I'm excited to see Mond in a show. I think it's Mond, right, guys? Mond is another GMMTV actor that a lot of us like watching. Um, so yeah, for me, it's that summer. That's the one I'm most excited about. Whew. Now on to the shows that ended. Um, More are starting than ended once again, so we are picking up. Not that we ever really dropped down, but there are three that ended. The first one that is ready to binge. Uh, let's see what people found out first. Let's see here. Excited about that summer as well. Also a GMMTV fan. Yay! Also is My Secret Vampire. That's fair. Just because Korean BL series are not so common as Thai BL series, fair enough. I like it. That's a good reason, actually. Beautiful. Okay. Love it. All right. So I'll just keep going. You guys can throw your comments in and I'll get to them when I see them again. Excited about that summer. Chas, nice to see you. I'm glad you were able to make it. That's awesome. Okay, anyone who's seen the preview for that summer, it does look pretty good. I think that's the one that on Discord I said don't watch though, because it had too many spoilers. So if the preview had too many spoilers, I'm almost positive that episode 0 has way too many spoilers. So yeah. Okay. On to what ended. Secret Lover. Secret Lover. I know a lot of people were watching that. It's a Taiwanese BL. It is ready to binge. I've seen a lot of people say that they love it as well. It is on Gaga Ulala in some places and on iQIYI in some places. Here in the United States, it happens to be on both, which is awesome. If anyone in the chat has additional comments about it, feel free to give a shout out because I admit that I didn't finish that series. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I didn't. Okay. Valerie loved it. It was so sweet. Oh my goodness. Does that mean I have a series to binge, guys? You guys have to tell me. Let me know in the comments. Do I need to watch this? I've been listening on my mobile devices. I headed home and I'm now on my laptop. Oh man. Awesome. Very much loved Secret Lover. Can we say spoilers? Just give it a minute. Spoilers will be in a minute. Let me finish this first and then I'll announce the spoiler section. Okay, Muti Love. Hi by My Luck was a 4 episode story arc in the larger compilation series titled Muti Love. Hi by My Luck was a BL with C and Keen. It is available on YouTube. And then Stay by My Side After the Rain is a Japanese BL. It's on Gaga Ulala. It's 12 episodes, 20 minutes each. And those are the 3 that ended. So, okay. Happy binging, everybody, and maybe even including me this time. Onwards to the spoilers. Officially from here on out, if you have anything to say that is a spoiler, or if you think it might be a spoiler, feel free to to give us all of your knowledge because from here on out is the spoiler zone. Okay, yes, binge Secret Lover. It is so heartwarming. Secret Lover seemed like a good show for me to binge. I also enjoyed Secret Lover. Hi by My Luck was adorbs. Loved the story of Muti Love. I really liked it. There were a couple shaky spots, but strong finish. Delory Ann, was that for Secret Lover or Hi by My Love? Chinese BL miniseries. Will You Think of Me at the First Time? Also ended last Thursday. Thank you, Asul. Okay, so I'm also, you're the one who's following the vertical series. Is one vertical? The vertical series. Is it one of those? Secret Lover gave me a similar experience to Monster Next Door. Oh my goodness. Okay. I thought it was a typical BL with many cliches, but it turned out to be self-aware and self-critical about those, which I loved. Oh man, I loved Monster Next Door. Okay, there's a little there's a little nudge to go watch a fabulous series. Monster Next Door is excellent. And apparently Secret Lover is in that vein. I might have to go watch Secret Lover then. Not a vertical one, just a mini series. Okay. Good to know. All right, so Chinese BL mini series. Will You Think of Me at the First Time? Ended on Thursday and is ready to binge, everybody. All right. I absolutely, let's see. I haven't finished watching it, but I'm loving it. Their height difference kills me every time. I liked the character Junshi, and I appreciated how the problems and conflicts were resolved quickly. Hi by My Luck. Okay, good to know, also. Very cool. Hi by My Luck was so good, only 4 episodes that exceeded my expectation. You will love Secret Lover more. Okay, well, man. All right, I have now been convinced I will find time to watch Secret Lover, and then after I've watched it, I'll be sure that week to share if I agree with you guys or not, which I'm almost positive I will. So, yes, I will say that Hi by My Luck for 4 episodes was a fabulous short story. Oh my gosh, I just finished watching that this evening for this show because I wanted to make sure to have it finished in time for this show. And goodness gracious, they did a fabulous job with the amount of time they had. It was a complete story. I kind of wished there was a scene at the end after, like when he came back from college, because I always love that when they like give a little after. But yeah, C and Keen are two young actors to watch. This is their second show together. Another little recommendation plug: if you haven't seen Only Boo and you enjoy coming of age love stories with an idol kind of thing going on, then go watch that show. It is so underrated. In fact, I might have to put that on BL Hidden Gems, which is a little show that I do, because honestly, Only Boo is just a lovely series. So, C and Keen, Only Boo, now Muti Love. Muti Love was also excellent. They just have an authenticity to their acting. They really brought those two characters to life beautifully. Um, and it was completely believable, and I followed along, and yeah, I don't know. It was great. All right, let's see. You will. I was glad the boys didn't give up their lives for each other. Instead, they included each other in their plans. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, Only Boo can definitely be considered a hidden gem. Yay! All right, I found another hidden gem to do for my show, guys. You have to follow me on Patreon for that, but maybe I'll do it next time. I don't know. Right now, I'm doing The Bangkok Boy, which is another hidden gem. Really excellent show. They could totally do a follow up for their story in a year. Yes, they could, Chas. That I would do that. Let's have another series with those two characters because they were so authentically interesting. Yeah, and the fortune teller in that particular story, the reason they were a fortune teller was so interesting. I loved Only Boo. Pammy, yes. I liked both of their series. Looking forward to their next project. Yeah, the next project, DeLorean, they're going to be playing a little older. I don't know, what is it called? One of you guys could look it up and tell me what it's called. That would be great. We can give a plug to that one too. But yeah, they already have another series on the table where they're college age, and it also looks really good. The Nameless season was okay, but it had a little bit different vibe than their story Close to You that I liked better. Okay, good to know. I agree that C and Keen are talented actors and the story felt so realistic. I'm glad I'm not the only one who got that. Very cool. Okay. So stay by my side after the rain, everybody. What did you guys think? Did anybody finish it? It ended up being a little bit of a, what would you call that? Soft. Stay by my side after the rain ended up being soft, I think. That would be a way to put it. I loved the communication between the two leads. Chess, Head to Head is their next series. Thank you. Yay. Awesome. Also watch Stay By. What did you think? Would you call it soft? I was like I I was trying to figure out about the chemistry between the two main leads. And then I decided that that was a stylistic choice that the director made for that series. And I don't know if the way they did the more intimate moments was my favorite, but the like kissing, guys, the kissing moments. I can't use intimate because they had other intimate moments where they were just living together and staying in the same space that were really lovely. The stylistic choice for the kissing scenes was interesting. It wasn't my favorite, but it was light to watch, and the focus really was on the communication. The focus was on um, being okay with being yourself. The focus was on coming out. It was a very realistically portrayed series in a lot of ways, I thought. So that stayed by my side after the rain. Yes, it was mostly a feel good series. I dropped Stay by My Side. I didn't think it was bad, but it just wasn't for me. KT, that's fair. I was a little worried about the ending of Stay by My Side after the rain once both of their parents entered the storyline, but it ended sweet. Right, it did. It ended sweet. And had a solid landing. I didn't think that they botched that at all. It just it was soft. It was light. I paused after episode 4 because I was overwhelmed with shows. I was planning to return to it when things slowed down for me. So that's what your choice was. My choice was Secret Lover, and apparently I made the wrong choice. Good to know. Okay. Yeah, Secret Lover was the one I dropped. I agree with you about the ending. Awesome. Yeah, I think as far as bingeability goes, Stay by My Side After the Rain is definitely bingeable. I could see watching it in a sitting. It's not the episodes aren't very long, so even though there's 12 of them, it probably wouldn't take very much time. You could do it in a day if you had nothing better to do. But the BLs keep raining down, right? Like 3 end and 5 begin, and so I feel like we're going to be picking and choosing even more, and sometimes we'll pick right, and sometimes we'll pick wrong. I think the only day that is kind of free right now of too many BLs is Wednesday. Wednesday doesn't have a whole lot going on right now. Um, so that's probably when I'll do my episode of the Bangkok Boy this week, is tomorrow night. Does the person at the end hint at a season 2 or just that they were inspiring someone? The end of what? Are we still talking about Stay by My Side? Because I don't remember. Maybe? No. I felt like that story ended though, so I feel like maybe you're talking about a different one that we're talking about. Let me know, DeLorean. Okay. I think we have a little, like, 5 more minutes. Barely any time. But I'm hoping as our final little thing for the day, favorite moments of the week, everybody. Feel free to throw spoilers out. I haven't watched it all, but there's okay, don't spoil Shine if you're watching it. I have not watched Shine yet, and that is one that I saw one spoiler for that I am very sad that I saw that spoiler. So don't spoil Shine. Stay by my side. Oh, the guy who walked up to their table after the wedding. Okay, yes. I agree. That felt like a hint at another plot, right? But not our two boys plot. Somebody else's plot. So maybe that did seem to set up a season 2. I would agree with you on that. For sure. The guy made I yeah. Mhm. I remember this now. Mhm. Okay. My Magic Prophecy continues to be my favorite show. And this week's episode was no different. I don't know, guys. Those two boys are men. They're not boys. Goodness gracious. Neither of them are boys anymore. Those two men um, are really wonderful. The beginning of Love in the Moonlight. Okay, I will be watching that. When? I don't know. Because I do have the Bangkok Boy to do, and I do have other shows to catch up on. But it's going to be happening this week at some point. And then I watched Revamped today. I watched it this morning, and like Revamp was the last scene where okay, the last scene in that show where Ramil and Pan have kind of collided and revealed everything was also quite a moment. If you're not watching Revamp, I would recommend giving it a chance. It is turning out to be better and better every week. I was completely absorbed today. It was so good. All right, Valerie says, the drunk scene in My Magic Prophecy. Yes, when In was drunk. That was a really, really good scene. And just the way that Junior's character Toon was there for him, and then Tap was in the background. Yes, that was an excellent scene. I spent this week finally watching all the episodes of Kamjira. Welcome to the Loving Train, Chas. I've watched Kamjira this week as well. I just haven't posted anywhere about it because, well, fan meeting, LA, lots of driving. The confrontation in Revamp was stellar. Yes. Yes, it really was. It was, yeah, it was really good. Okay, guys. Oh, we are kind of out of time today. Again, if you'd like me to try to find people who have even more shows, or if there's a show that I haven't mentioned that you know about, feel free to put it in the regular comments. So we have our live chat, and then we have the regular comments that pop up later. I know that people have had difficulty putting a regular comment in within like the first 48 hours, 24 hours, something like that. They don't always go through in the beginning. So if you wouldn't mind coming back, if you remember, I understand if you don't, because oh my gosh, so much to remember as adults, right? But if you remember to come back and give a comment, either if you find a show or if you want more information about a show, I do have a lot of resources. Even if I don't say stuff in this live, I do know people. There's a vast network. I am sure I can find it out. So let me know. Tag me, not the BL Express, but I have my own YouTube channel, and that is in the description. It's at BL Songbird. So tag me in your comments, please and thank you. That way I'll get it. I'll get a notification on my YouTube channel to message you back. All right, guys. Until we meet again. Have a great week. I'll see you next Tuesday at 6 p.m. PST, and we will have a fabulous time talking about. I feel like something big is Shine. Shine is ending on Saturday, so we'll probably talk a little, at least a little bit about Shine, and I'm sure there's all sorts of other things that'll come up between now and then. Anyways, have a good day or night, everybody, depending on what part of the world you're in. Bye.